Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 69 yards.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him second in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 39-yard line. They'll get through as the drive continues. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Nice example there. A tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be it.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. The catches for him just keep piling up in his career. He's now at 1,024. And that ties Isaac Bruce, the number that he had back in the day.
Yeah, part of the greatest show on turf. And remember, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt combined for nearly 2,000 catches in their careers. He might get to 2,000 himself with the numbers he's posting up there. Keeps himself in great shape. He might go for it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And he'll decide to keep this once more. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Ferguson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Desperados are on the board first here this afternoon.
On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. And he will They'll take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Now for the point after.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And here we go on the next drive for Washington.
They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete.
He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one, any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Addison. And he'll go down at the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 66 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Forced out to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there. The play has had a lead to a 2nd and goal.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They were held out last time. Here now is 3rd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
That good for 22 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man, hand him the ball, and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on first down.
Addison to the 43, 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 39. 19 yards to pick up for the chains.
Completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Well, we joked on his 1,099th catch that 1099 reminded us of our taxes. This one's not as funny. He has 1,100 catches. He is legit.
Well, he's also in a different tax bracket than we are because of those 1,100 catches. He has earned it, hasn't he?
Indeed. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Desperados have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Extra point attempt to follow here. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Commanders offense returning to the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders get a bit closer. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
The York now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did. Before tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Back to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring out the 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, we can see that play developing. They were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the 1st down and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! From 4 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. We're down in this part of the field, CD. They'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Washington offense back out there. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. And out of that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay a 3-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll begin just up the road right here in Florida. An AFC South matchup between Tennessee and Jacksonville. And it's the Titans out in front in that one. The Titans looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, it's a short trip in the Sunshine State down to Miami, as the Dolphins are at home as well. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Miners seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore and check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And you can see they lead the visiting Houston Texans at halftime. The Ravens locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. We'll continue on and take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half. And our statisticians gone through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for Washington, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the half will begin with a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Houston set to take over. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
23 yards, the final tally.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Addison. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. 2nd and 3. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Now here's Michael Dixon. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his... And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken at the 46. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard. I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They go play action here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
Cade York on now for the field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And now out comes Houston.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Desperados.
Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Addison stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On 2nd down now, Addison, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. Let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
On second down, Addison, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Desperados look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 25. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston set to take over. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. And this is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Right back to him on first down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On first down, Addison. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Addison. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Complete to number 87. It's a pickup of 6.
2nd and 4. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll look to throw again. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They'll pick up 14. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Now the try here for the point after.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Again, he'll drop to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for our visitors, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.